Hello everyone, I'm back in another video, and in today's video we have a special laptop. This is a laptop called the Thunder Thunderobot, I guess. And the exact model for this one on the bottom case it says TR-Zero. They are really good laptop. They are like a Alienware build, like a M16 type. It's a Zero Thunderobot, I guess. And this, I'm going to show you on this video how to open it up and how you can add, remove, and upgrade the RAM for your laptop. This one, it came with a 16 gig. We have upgraded to 32 gig. You can go up to 64 gig with no problem. But 32 gig is really sweet spot for this laptop. And I'm going to show you guys how to get to those RAMs and how you can actually remove them or replace them. Just remember, by removing the RAM, upgrading the RAM, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything is going to be left the way you had it before. It's just pretty much plug and play. And I'll give you a tip on the if your RAM doesn't work once you plug it in, you power on, it doesn't show anything on the screen, what to do. All right, first thing first, we're going to power it off completely and we're going to flip it upside down and we're going to go over the tools. I'll be using an iFixit screwdriver set as they have one of the best screwdrivers out there. I purchased myself this basic tool set. You're going to be using a Phillips #1. And if you get a Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar pick, or you can go ahead and buy yourself these opening tools that they sell everywhere. But I don't like this one. This is kind of sharp. I can actually cut myself, but with a guitar pick, you won't. So yeah. On the bottom down here, there are two types of screws, the short ones and the long screws. The short screws are the four screws on the, no, they're actually 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 screws, 4 in the front and 1 on each side and 1 in the middle under this label. So these are the short screws. The long screws are the 4 at the back row. So we're going to remove all the screws and we're going to keep them in a separate piles. So you don't want to mix match them and put the long screws on the short place. Otherwise, they're going to come out from the palm rest out or you can damage the motherboard. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer questions on the comment area. All right, I use a magnet to pull this one up because the paper won't let me pull it out. And these are the long screws at the back. So I'm gonna attach this magnet a little bit on the back so it makes it life easier. Even the tip is magnetized, but it's not good enough to pull the screws out. So by adding a little magnet, it helps out. All right, once we remove all the screws, double check, make sure you haven't missed any screw. So what you want to do, you want to start always from the front end of the laptop. You don't want to start from the back, always in the front. You want to pick the guitar pick or the opening tool between the bottom cover and palm rest, just like that. Squeeze it somewhere in there, and then you right there, and then you just want to twist it like that. You want to hear those clicks sounds. Those are the clips are getting loosened up, so that's what you want to do. You're not breaking anything, just loosening up the clip. You want to do that all around in the front, to the side, and go to the back corner. On this side is already up, back corner, up. Once you did the side, the front, what you want to lift it up, wiggle it around a little bit, and just, it's going to release the back side. Just move it around a little bit. You will release those tiny hooks on the back. All right. So down here, you can see the big humongous battery. This is a, what is a 64 watt hour battery? 1, 2, 3, 4 cell. And the RAMs are down in here. I can see one RAM right there. And the other one is actually glued right on top, is in here. So I'm gonna for now remove this cover. You don't need to remove yours, but I'm gonna do it for demonstration. Now, most people say, oh, why don't you disconnect the battery to the RAM upgrade? You don't need to disconnect the battery to do any RAM upgrade or anything like that. It's absolutely not necessary. But if for those people that think they're gonna drop a screwdriver over the motherboard and stuff like that, sure, put 2 fingers on the side of this jack and pull this jack toward the battery straight, just like that. Okay? Don't pull it sideways. I hit so many people in the comments say, "Oh, I tried to push it in, it moved out, and it's created a spark." So now you have to go to a repair shop. So I'm gonna push it back in straight in front of the jack, and make sure you push it straight in. All right, the RAMs are in here. The RAM orientation, some RAMs have a double-sided chip, IC chip, some they don't, but doesn't make any difference. These are DDR5 RAM. So to remove the RAM, what you want to do, you want to put your fingers on these triggers and you want to pull them away from each other, just like that. And the RAM will pop out in 45-degree angle, just like that, or 35, whatever angle this is. It is 45, it looks like, but it falls down. You're going to feel it is loose enough. You want to grab it in the same angle and you want to pull it out in the same 45-degree direction. If I yank it toward the ceiling, I'll break the DIMM or the RAM or the slot. So here's the one RAM at DDR5, 50, let me see, that's a 5600. To remove the other one, same thing, pull it out and slide out. The RAM is right there. Now, when you get the new RAM, doesn't matter the RAM chip orientation, just want to make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM. So if I try to put this one in here this way, it's simply not going to go to, but the notch is not matching. There's like a few millimeter away from each other. So I have to flip it over to put it in. I'll see, same thing in here. If I want to put it the other way, it's not going to go through. So I have to flip it over, bring it down in a 35, 45-degree angle. It feels like a really soft goes in. And then simply you want to push it in the middle and you want to see these two triggers open and close, just like that. Same thing in here. You want to bring it in an angle that you feel like it goes in softly. And then you want to push it towards the motherboard and you want to hear these triggers open and close. If by any means you don't put it all the way in and you push it down, it's simply not going to go. The triggers are not going to slide. So it's going to be really impossible to push it in, or the triggers don't want to flow down. So push it all the way in and then towards the motherboard. Simple as that. Once you're done with that, all you need to do is to put this cover. You don't have to rip it. You can do with this cover on. And once you're done with that, if you have disconnected the battery, plug it back in. You want to grab the bottom cover. Now, the tip is if you power on the laptop, you have to wait at least 30, 40 seconds sometimes for the motherboard to do a mem check, which is called a memory check. If after 30, 40 seconds, you still don't get anything on the screen, you want to power it off and you want to switch the RAM places. So put the one DIMM 1 on DIMM 2, DIMM 2 on DIMM 1, just switch the places and then power on. Make sure you have the charger plugged in and then wait another up to 1 minute. Sometimes I've seen some BIOSes take a little time to do a mem check. After that, it's just going to work fine. Once you're done with that, you can put the bottom cover right over, push down the sides, make sure you hit those nice big huge click sounds, push down and squeeze the corners. If you see any gaps, openings, just pinch them together and it will go to its place. See, right there. It sounds horrible, but that's how it goes. And to finish it off is to put the longest screws at the back row and the shortest screws through the mid towards the front. And again, I hope you guys like this video and help you guys out to do your own RAM upgrade for your Thunderobot Zero model laptop. And if you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.